Weird. Good morning. Hello. Is anyone here? It says 11 of you are here. I shall be sewing buttons onto my new cardigan that Mum has knit for me. But I need to pick the buttons. And when she made the I've had an email to say I've gone live. That's good. When she made the cardigan, she's done quite small buttonholes. So yeah, I might not sew them on. I might not sew them on at all because I'm not sure if I want buttonholes or not. No one's saying anything. Hello, Box 3D. How are you? Hello, Trusting UK. Hello. I have my hot chocolate. I have an audience as well. I did say he was going to be here, and he is. This is weird. Saskia, hi. Hello. Welcome. Caroline says, good morning. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Saskia says, good morning. Actually, you know what? I'm chilly because I came down earlier and dropped my bag off and stuff, but I didn't turn the heater on, and it's 18 degrees in here, so it's not actually that warm. So this is the new cardigan that Mum's knit for me. It's the Miu, M-I-U from Kim Hargreaves. So as you can probably tell from, yes, and it's another one that Mum's rounded off the neckline for me. It's another one that should have been square necked, but we all know that I prefer a V-neck like this. What do we think? Do we think I need to put buttons on it to do it up? I don't know if I'd ever wear it done up, What do we think? What do we think? Mind you, that was my only task for today. I've planned nothing else. I have cut out all of the grey dresses and the skirts and the linings, and I went with a double circle skirt for this fabric instead of the maxi skirt, and I've ended up with enough fabric that I think I will be able to get a top out of it as well. So yeah, all of these are ready to go. So I'm going to be doing the even a day tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. And then I'm going to start working on these. So Friday's video should be, can I sew an even a day? And the answer is, we know yes, because I've done it before, but I haven't done a video about it. So hopefully that will be interesting. And then the other one, I'm not sure if I'm going to have this out for Saturday or not, because there's 4 dresses to sew there. And whilst they're easy, some of them do have, like the double circle skirt's got 15 panels in it, so that's a lot of French seams. So it might be out for Saturday, but I'm thinking probably not, given that I'm going to have to let some of them hems drop and level and stuff as well. So I think what I'll do is a how I store my patterns video, because you guys have asked for that as well. I also want to do a wardrobe clean out as well, don't I? So I've got lots of ideas. So we'll see. We'll see. But definitely my Eve dress in a day. Let's see. Jessica says, hello from New Zealand. Good evening. Joker Class says, morning, Sean. The coos say hello, but some of the yearlings and two-year-olds were being naughty this week. Lol. What were they doing? And hello to the coos. Sarah says, no, I think it's lovely as is. Yeah, see, I don't ever put buttons on these. Like I always wear them just like this, because I don't know. I have got a hortensia in this exact color, but it's one of the older ones that I've got, and it is looking a little bit like well loved, shall we say. So yeah. A positive thread says, good morning from California. I couldn't sleep, maybe because I have been on the Minerva website forever. Fabric shopping in your non-sleep. Well, good morning. It's very early. Vox 3D says, Sean, what an amazing dress you're wearing. Oh, thank you. This is my very first Vogue 8577 in the Cobra Corsage. This is my gateway into Lady McElroy fabric, and it's got the belt on it from Harlequin in the giant pockets. Yeah, and this was the one that I made that I showed you guys, what, like 6 years ago now, and you asked for a sew along, which is why I did the Savannah one. So this is what started the Lady McElroy addiction, that I've actually not got that much Lady McElroy anymore, which is kind of nice. So yeah, although I do have a birthday voucher for some more, so I think I'm going to get the Coral Carnation, I think it's called. So another shirt dress. Caroline says doesn't need the buttons. Saskia says it looks lovely. Buttons would be cute too, but wouldn't bother if you wouldn't use them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Elena says, hello, lovely shiny peeps. Hello. Jessica says the cardigan looks amazing. Yes, but Mum is very talented. She has knit 2 things for me in a row though, so she's knitting something for herself now, which is fine. It's totally fine. Mim says, hello, Sean. How are you? Greetings from sunny Germany. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Erin says, good morning from Virginia. Good morning. Jojo says, morning all. Hope you're all well. Very well, thank you. How are you? Joker Clester says, the Qs decided to move themselves to the wrong pasture and broke a gate and 3 posts in doing so, which resulted in me and Dad trying to madly fix a fence for almost 3 hours in the rain. Naughty Qs. Very naughty Qs. Whereabouts in Canada are you? Joker Class, remind me. I'm pretty sure it's Canada, isn't it? I do need to write a cheat sheet of everyone's names and where they're from, because that would just be, yes. Nimue is here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Jane says, good morning, Sean and all. Just finished a Donny shirt. Donny shirt. Two fits nicely after loads of tweaks. Will be more. Looking forward to seeing the rose dress in your next lookbook. It's all cut out and ready. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, I have enough fabric left. I think I'm going to be able to get a top out of it. Possibly an Anna, possibly a Rita. I could make bias binding with it, but I'm saving it because when I cut the bodice out, I didn't try and prioritize the print placement at all. So I've got the bodice there. So I need to mark the darts on it and I open it up and see what the print placement is like. And if I like, I've got 2. So hopefully I'll like one of them. And fingers crossed, I don't need to cut anything else out, but I like having the spare fabric just in case. And yeah, double circle skirt out of 5 meters of fabric. I mean, it's a teeny tiny bodice. That's why the grey dress works so well, but yeah. Conchetta's here. Good morning. Good morning. Joker Class says South Central Manitoba, and yes, it's Canada. Lol. Yay! I remembered one. Yay! I have my hot chocolate, which is delicious. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put buttons on this now that I've put it on again, because I don't think will I wear it done up? I don't know that I would. Gig Racer says, good evening, Sean and Peeps, watching as I get ready for the night shift. Good evening, my love. Hey Meadow says, good evening, Sean, and all joining from Adelaide, South Australia. Currently hemming an experimental space jersey blouse for in a gorgeous emerald green linen viscose for the autumn winter. That sounds amazing. I love the jersey blouse. I have bought that and the Evelyn from Experimental Space, and I want to make both of them, and I haven't done either. That was one of my plans for my month, where I was like, I'm going to make all the tops, and then I made all the tops and hated all of them. And it was just like another one where it's like, I've got to try and do a better balance of T&Ts and experimental, like new to me patterns. So yeah. Elena says it does not need buttons. You can use those nice cardigan clips. Ooh, yeah, I could, yes. Mind you, I just don't think I would ever do it up. Like my hortensias, I don't do those up either, and they've got the little buttons on them. Well, I do sometimes, but very rarely. So I think I'm just going to leave this one as is. And yeah, Mum, when she was knitting the sleeves, they had to be 21 inches long. And she kept knitting and she was like, she's like, are you sure they have to be 21 inches? It's like, yes, Mum, they do. And they are the perfect length. But she was like, the sleeves are taking forever. Because the body of the thing is very small, but yeah, the sleeves are long. But it's a very pretty kind of pattern. It's a lot of moss stitch and some cables. So, yes. The Haymeadow says, I have the Evelyn too, but found the sleeves difficult. My inexperience more than the pattern, I think. That's the one with it's got the pleats in the top, isn't it? If I remember rightly as well, both of those patterns had descriptions for doing French seams in certain places and then not to worry about other places because it was going to get covered by other things. I really like that she'd thought about the finish on the inside of it and written that into the pattern. Caroline says, found my cardigan clips yesterday. Nice. Nora says, I have a ticket to see the Royal Ballet Cinderella in cinema later, so not much sewing will happen today. Just pottering around with fabric right now. Nice. Nice, nice. I need to drink this before it gets cold. Are you drinking yours before yours gets cold? This is good. Yeah. You're going to be completely silent the entire time. Yeah, my one task that I decided to do was sew buttons onto this, and I've decided that I don't need them now. So what should we do? What do you guys want to do? What would you like to see? Not me dropping my button box and having to pick them all up and resort them. That would be bad. What would you like to do? Nimue says the cardigan is gorgeous. I mostly like the option of closing mine when I put a coat on over it. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, see, I don't worry about that so much either. Mim says greetings to buttons. That would be you. It is weird having an audience in here that's so silent. My sister-in-law, whenever she's in here, she's always like voices from the cheap seats kind of thing. The Haymaker says, no, the Josie has the pleats. It's beautiful inside and out. The Evelyn has the cap sleeve with a split. Yes. The finish has you attach the sleeve hem inside the covering of the shoulder seam. Ah, okay. Yeah. No, I remember the Josie. The Evelyn's the one with the thing down the front. The Josie is the one with the sleeves. Yes. I do need to make those. I do like those blouses. They have so many patterns. I really ought to make a bunch. Elena says tie to buttons as well. He's smiling. So we are doing a roasty beastie this afternoon, roast lamb. Dad's already put it in the oven, but I am responsible for everything else. So after we have done the hangout, I'm going to go and spend the afternoon cooking. Going to be doing a Heston Blumenthal cauliflower cheese with broccoli as well, because I like broccoli, and roast potatoes for that one, and tender stem broccoli. So yeah. Bethany says, morning peeps, I'm making braid by hand, the kind you make with friendship bracelets from, as I have made James and I new money pouches for LARP, and I'm a sucker for punishment. I remember doing that. Like, is macrame the right word? It's knotting, isn't it? But like friendship, like much smaller braiding, as you said, is probably exactly what you mean, Bethany. What colours are you going for? Debbie says morning. Good morning. Joker Claire says gives buttons the squinty eye. Stop hiding, lol. Jojo says waves. Hello buttons. Yep, Nia is definitely the Waldorf and the Stadler of the sewing room. Yes, Muppet reference. I love it. Caroline says Sylvia has given me a whole load of discounted patterns that will be looking for new homes once I've listed them, mostly Big Four. Ooh, nice. I think I said last week. What did I do a hangout last week? Yes, I did. I did do a hangout last week. I think I said last week. I'm really annoyed that they've gone over to the Simplicity website rather than using the Something Delightful website. I really don't like it as a user experience. I really, really, really wish they'd done it the other way around. I mean, they've clearly done it this way around for a reason. I'm guessing the Simplicity one has been designed more recently, but I don't find it user-friendly at all. But I did check, and they're still doing free worldwide shipping if you spend over $75. And I think I am up to that amount with new patterns that I really, really want. Without having to put like fillers in the basket, because the last few times that I've looked on their sales, I've got to the $75 by kind of like adding ones that I'm just like, it'd be okay to have that one. And I think I've now got a list where I'm actually up to I'm excited about all of these. So I do think because I haven't done a Big Four, well, it's a big 27 or something now, isn't it? There's so many of them. But I think I haven't done a pattern haul for a good year and a half, if not longer. No, because we've been here 2 years in February. So, and I know I did a lot in the first year that we were here. So yeah. Jojo says, not that I'm calling her a Muppet though, obs. Ha ha ha, lols. Yes. If Big Bird is here, she will be like, no, you're right. But I mean, Big Bird is also a Muppet, right? Sesame Street, is that different to the Muppets? That is, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know, I can't remember. Bethany says, I'll put a pic on the Peeps group. Let me know when you have so I can show Peeps, if that's okay. Somebody, I think, was it Laurel? Yeah, Laurel's just into Mood Fabric and Elegant Fabrics, fabric shopping, and she's only put up a picture of the 2 bags. She's this does promise a haul later, so we can perv over her fabric later, which is good. Positive Thread says, I just bought 10 pages then because they were on sale for $1.99. Just bought 10 patterns because they were on sale for $1.99. Awesome. I got there in the end. Bethany says, Caroline says to Bethany, please do. Sarah says, when I was packing to move, I realized how many patterns I've been hoarding and probably won't use. I know, I went through with you guys quite recently actually and like destashed a bunch. I took them to the retreat and quite a few, I was selling them for £2 each for the big 4 and then £5 for the older like collect patterns and things like that, and then £5 for the books as well. And I think I got about 70 quid from all the patterns that people picked. I think Debbie took home all of the vintage patterns that I was selling because they were so beautiful, and I really seriously thought about keeping them and displaying them, but then it got to the point where it's just like, oh, but I'm never going to use them because they're all grown on sleeves. And it's just like, let's release them into the wild for somebody else to enjoy. So I love that Debbie's taken all of those home to look at and love. The Curly Sewista says, wish we could do a collective order and distribute within the UK. If any couple want to buy and don't fancy paying $25 for postage. Well, I'm totally happy because, like, you know, the Peeps group is not for selling, but I'm totally happy if you want to put up a post on the Peeps group just saying that, you know, like you've got X amount of Vogue for you know, McCall's Butter Egg, whatever patterns that you want to buy, and you need to get to over $75, because I'm happy for you guys to like pool it, and like the only thing is that, you know, I'm not going to be held responsible for like the distribution or anything like that. So but I'm very happy if you want to put up on the Peeps group that you want to see if anyone wants to do a collective order. That would be totally fine, no worries. Sarah says, pull a Bianca and use your slopers to remake the vintage styles. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I need to get over my fear of my slopers. My Star Trek dresses kind of ruined them for me. But like I said, I think that my moulage is now going to be my sloper. I need to finish this while it's still relatively warm, because otherwise it's just going to be not that pleasant. I think I told you I accidentally ordered far too much hot chocolate because I thought I'd cancelled a subscription and started a new one, but apparently I hadn't cancelled one, so I ended up with 2. So yeah, I had like 30 sachets of the Black Forest Gâteau about 2 weeks ago, and now there's only 1 left. I haven't drunk it all myself. I think I've let you have 2, haven't I? 2. 30. 3. Mm. That was delicious. I'm going to put it by the front door so that I don't forget. Because if I don't put it by the front door, then I always forget to take it up with me. And it will end up being like that. We've had this conversation before, haven't we? It'll end up being like the Vindaloo monster that Lister grows on White Dwarf. But it will be the Black Forest Gâteau hot chocolate monster. What did we decide that we could defeat that with? Because it wasn't beer, was it? Mind you, beer might work. What was it that we decided would beat the Black Forest Gâteau hot chocolate monster? I know one of you is going to remember. Elena says, we did establish last week that there's no such thing as too much hot chocolate. Yes. Yes. Although the way I consume it, maybe. Positive thread says, would it be worth it for me to buy patterns on sale here and ship a box your way? Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. No, don't worry, because so many of you guys have done that for me in the past, and the shipping ends up being like $80, which I might as well have just bought the patterns in the UK. The Something Delightful will do worldwide shipping free if you spend over $75, and as long as you keep it under £125, I think it's actually £123, then you don't pay VAT or tax on it when it comes into the UK. And Vogue or Something Delightful are even better because you can only have up to 20 items in a box. So if you order 21 patterns, they send it in 2 boxes, but they still don't charge you shipping for it as well. And that makes it so that you don't end up paying VAT on it for at least the UK. I obviously can't speak to any other country, but yeah. But thank you very much, Positive Thread. That's very kind of you. But you do end up spending so much money on postage. And yeah, it's just that's why I've been waiting till I've got to the $75 kind of like threshold on patterns, because I've done it in the past where I've bought the ones that I really wanted from the new releases and then kind of filled in the gaps with ones that I'm like meh about, and now I've got over 100 patterns that I'm trying to sell. So that's very kind of you. But no, oh yeah, Bethany's uploaded her photo and she's happy for me to share it, which is awesome. Somebody asked if I had filmed anything at the retreat. I didn't, because 3 people asked to not be on camera. So oh wow, Bethany, they're really cool. Oh, and they're pretty colors. That's the thing that Bethany's making. Very cool. I like. What was the first photo? Is that the pouches that you... Oh, cool. He's got horses on it. That's for the pouches. I see why you went for that color scheme. It's going to work perfectly. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, there were 3 people that didn't want to be filmed. So I ended up not filming anything because I didn't want to kind of try and film around them, as it were. So no, I didn't film anything from the retreat, but that's fine. It's an air of mystery. If you want to find out exactly what happens, you have to come to one. And fingers crossed, I'll be running 2 next year. Fingers crossed. So I've got the pricing from Foxhills for how much it's going to cost me to hire the place. And a bunch of people asked that were here at this one, they asked for longer. So like a week. And how that would run we'd like do 2 days of sewing, then have a free day, then do another 2 days of sewing, then I'll have another couple of free days afterwards. So there would still be sewing in there with tuition from me, and then the free days. I was thinking about like putting together an activity plan that would all be paid for ahead of time, and I will kind of like float that by the people that are interested in the 7-day one. But also Foxhills have basically said you have the house for the entire time. We are totally happy for people to order takeaway in, and we'll provide their cutlery and stuff for them. If they want to go out, they can do. You know, we can recommend places to go and stuff as well. So yeah, I need to price that one up, and I'm also going to price up the standard kind of like 4-day retreat as well, and then float the prices via the people that have said that they want to come, and see if people want to do the longer one or the shorter one, or if some people want to do one and other people want to do the other. So I'm hoping, I think at the moment I have 14 people interested in 10 places. So I'm hoping that I can run 2 next year, which would be absolutely awesome, and I would love it, because I wasn't even thinking I was going to do 1. So the fact that I might be able to do 2 next year is really exciting. But no, I didn't film anything at the retreat, and I'm not sure why I went off on that tangent. Sorry. Curly Solicitor says, ooh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Sean. No problem at all. No problem at all. I am totally happy for the Peeps group to be used for that purpose. The only thing I don't want the Peeps group used for is selling stuff, because it could get overrun really quickly. Like I did add Sherwood fabrics for a while, and it was really fun. It was like really exciting, but then it was just like, I don't want it to be a sales place, and I don't want that I don't want. I also didn't want the risk because I had like a KB trading post as well, and I've completely dismantled and taken that down because I just didn't want. Not that anything would go wrong, but if anything went wrong, I didn't want it to be associated with my name, and I didn't want to end up having to arbitrate like disputes and things. Not that I'm saying that that would happen, but I've seen it happen in other groups, and we're pretty awesome as a group. I know that, but I just got the fear. It was just one of those things. It was like I don't have time to police that and do everything else that I do. So yeah, but no, totally happy for like you to put up a group shopping experience. That's totally fine. Joker Glass says you can never have too much chocolate, especially if there's Baileys in it. Lol. I haven't had Baileys for ages. Oh, Baileys. I might need some Baileys now. I think I've told you guys this before, but whenever James is home from wherever he's been deployed, him and Nia share their location on their iPhones. And so when Nia's coming home from work, depending on if she it's the weekend or if she is on call or if she has to go to work in the morning, James is always waiting on the doorstep with her favorite drink, and it's either like Bailey's on ice or a cup of tea, depending on like the on call and stuff like this. But he gets so excited about it. He's like on the front doorstep and he's like, Nia's driving in because he can see on the iPhone where it's coming on. He's just like, I did a thing. Yeah, he's very cute. He won't mind me telling you guys that. Jojo says, lol, long-suffering husband just noped you. Followed it up with, you cannot order too much chocolate. Obviously, he's correct. Good Graces says, or Frangelico. What is Frangelico? Is that an Australian thing? Inquiring minds need to know. Dave on is here. Hey, happy chilled Sunday. Hello, haven't seen you for ages. Sal's here. Good day, Shan and Peeps. Just got back from taking my kids to the heated pool for a swim. You need a I suppose it's autumn winter where you are, isn't it? Is it not warm in Sydney? Australia in heated pools doesn't compute in my brain, but I appreciate that not all of Australia is like a tropical climate because it's such a large place. Elena says, we have to pay taxes for everything outside the EU. Exceptions are presents valued under €200. Interesting. Yeah, because actually, I was quite surprised because a bunch of you guys have sent me presents since we've left the EU, and actually because of the value of the presents, I've had to pay for them and pay tax on them because you're only allowed to receive a present here for the value of £35, I think it is. Anything over that, you have to pay tax on it, even if it's a gift. So yeah, there's been a few of you who've sent me lovely things like this amazing fabric from Australia. From Brie. How about sharing this? Yeah, Dad's having a shirt in this. Maybe not a shirt for you. Matching dress for me and Dad. Shirt and dress. But yeah, I had to pay taxes to get this. And they held it because like Brie sent it really like quick shipping as well, which was amazing of her. But then they held it because they had to pay taxes, and then they wouldn't tell me that I had to pay taxes on it. I had to track it down. Oh. Dave and Ray says, good work to Bethany. The Haymeadow says, I was talking to someone who attended and she had a great time. What did she attend? Am I being dim? I've already forgotten what we were talking about earlier. My brain is a sieve. I'm like a goldfish. It's like, woo, just round and round in circles. Oh, the retreat. Glad someone's paying attention. Oh, so you've talked to somebody who came to the retreat and she enjoyed it. Yay, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think everyone had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Christine says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sal says, Shan is starting a sewing cult. That's why she didn't film. Sal is already a cult. Like, we started this ages ago. Like, you know this. Marie says, hello, everyone. Just jumped on to say hello and like the stream. I'm going to go and sit in the garden with a good book and a glass of wine, so we'll catch up later. Thank you for joining us, Marie. It's nice to see you. We've got 89 peeps and 23 likes. Please do like the stream. Jennifer says, hello. Hope everyone is well. Very well, thank you. Elena says, Sal, we already have an animal cult. Joker says salted caramel or chocolate cherry Baileys is the best in hot chocolate. They do chocolate cherry Baileys? Oh, I need this. I've never seen this before. Have you seen this in the UK? Yeah, gonna need that. David Arabe says, kick your shoes off and pour yourself a glass of Baileys this evening, Sian. Totally deserved. I don't have Baileys, but I have already kicked the shoes off. I do have my fluffy slippers on. It is kind of like the law. I even took my fluffy slippers to the retreat. I was walking around in my fluffy slippers because, you know. Caroline says, Frangelico is hazelnut and delicious. Okay. Yes. Jennifer says, really cold here in southern Australia at the moment. I can imagine. It's just my my cousins that I speak to the most often, because as you guys know, I've got a lot of Australian relatives, but the cousins that I speak to most often are on the Gold Coast, just north of Brisbane. So it's always hot. Well, mind you, their winter is what we're currently experiencing as our spring, because I remember James and Nia went over in June and they were like, oh, it was 22 degrees. It was amazing. And Shelley's like in her coat, just like, yeah. Hey Meadow says, oh my gosh, that's the fabric I made my Evelyn brows from. It's a good fabric. David Arave says, that fabric looks like I'm a celebrity. Yeah, get me out of here. It does. I love the panther. I think I'm going to make the McCall 7945 dress that I made out of the red feathers fabric. I think I'm going to make that out of it. I think. Sal says, I'm wearing my 4th Doctor 12-foot scarf every day. Cold weather here in Sydney. Hence the heated swimming pool. Faye's here. Hello, peeps. Hi, Faye. Hey, Meadow says, yes, the retreat. Thanks, Buttons. Someone's paying attention, and it's not me. Elena says, thank you for the info. We'll keep values on the shipping label low. Planning some mischief for Christmas. Oh, thank you, Elena. I need to work out what I'm going to wear that blouse, that brooch with that you sent me for my birthday, because it was very pretty. Carol says, good morning from New York City. Good morning. Nimue says, the retreat last year was wonderful. Sewing in good company. What more could one ask for? Yeah, I think you said you might be interested in the longer one as well, Nimue, didn't you? You and your friend, because that was one thing that I think people said is like they'd never been to the island before and they didn't get to see any of the island, because I am a taskmaster and made them work the entire time. So yeah, I think the longer one would be quite nice, because there will be like 3 free days to go do things. So yeah. David Rose says, cool slippers, soon be warm enough to totally barefoot it, but might not with pins around, which might occasionally tumble to the ground. Yeah, I don't think I would trust being in here barefoot, especially the way that Mum and I sew. There's pins everywhere. It's like every time you drop a pin, I know I've said this joke many times before, but every time you drop a pin, it's like a game of where's Wally and the floor is lava, except if you find Wally, he will stab you. He laughed. You made noise. The Hey Meadow says, I thought it would make a fabulous shirt for weekends with jeans. I used it as the toile. Yes. David Arave says, you didn't make the slippers, did you? No, I did not make the slippers. They were my Christmas present from Mum. Although Christmas was hilarious this year. Mum was just like, what do you want? For like, you know, little presents, because I'm still supposed to be getting the photographic backdrop system, but at some point we're going to order that at some point. It's fine. But so yeah, Mum took me out shopping and made me pick my presents and then took them away from me. And it was just like, I told you what I wanted. You know what colours I like. She's like, no, you pick. And I was like, okay. So she wrapped them all then. It was like, okay. So Daisy So says, hi peeps, finally have time to join a hangout again. I'm in the middle of moving. It's been forever. My sewing machine is now set up at the boyfriend's house. Nice. That's nice. Good luck with the move. Nimue says, I'd definitely be interested in a few days of touristy things. Have to talk it through with my friend. Partially depends on if she defends her cosplay title this weekend. Oh, cool. If she needs to defend again next year, that's a lot of time off work to take in a short amount of time. But she could bring some of it with her to do here. Just saying. Just saying. David Rove says it's raining pins, hallelujah. Elena says you made me fangirl squeal and happy cry when you made the short and you were using last year's earrings. Yes, I do wear the things that you've given me. The bookmark, because I don't read books anymore, so I've actually hung it on one of my baskets out of Chiana's reach, because Chiana's just like, oh, it's shiny, I must murder it. So yeah, I hung it out of Chi's reach, but it does hang on one of the baskets in my room. Nimue says, I read that one. Gig Racer says, Frangelico is hazelnut liqueur and is divine. I don't think it's Australian, though. I think it's Italian, maybe. I am going to need to find some of this. So black chocolate cherries, chocolate cherries, Baileys, and Frangelico. I need to write a list. Semi-alcoholic drinks that I need to try. Although we did go out yesterday afternoon for a walk along the seafront, and we started in a pub and we went to another pub and then didn't get much further than that. Afternoon drinking is not the one. Mum was very kind and dropped us off and picked us up so that I didn't have to drive. And whoops. Faye says you need to make a screen to be lit from behind for buttons to sit behind so we can only see his outline. Haven't I shown you photos of him, Faye? Here we go. I can't remember. Yeah, we the last messages I've got sent to Faye were hi and hi, because she was showing what her ringtone and text message was, and it's the Star Trek theme tune and Star Trek communication noises for her phone, because last time I saw you was at the retreat. There you go. And there you go, Faye. Caroline says, I have a bottle of Frangelico in the workshop. Nice. David Arave says, love the neckline of your dress and how the petal of your Shan's immediate diagonal right at the point of the V matches your cardigan, and dress and cardigan complement each other. Yeah, so actually that's a moth. Is that a moth? No, you're right, that's a petal. Where's the moth? So this is the 8577. And this is one of the reasons I love Cobra Corsage, because I wear this cardigan. I wear this with blue cardigans, black cardigans, pink cardigans, green, and also this kind of like ginger color one. So yeah. Yeah. Joe Claire says, careful with the request for alcohol, lol. I'm about ready to order some EC 1000 copper sheeting and make myself a good still specifically for that purpose. You're sending me bunches of moonshine. I love it. Faye says, my brother bought me a Star Trek button. Nice. Nice. Elena says, you have kept buttons big open secret with no visuals. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Well, you guys, Elena says shot. Let's not do a drinking game, because like if you do something along the lines of Sean forgets something or Sean says fabric, then everyone's going to get very drunk very quickly. No, you guys, for anyone, oh, bugger in hell, I've done it again, 40 minutes in, fluffing. Oh, the photos didn't send to Faye. I'll try again. Maybe I have to do it on WhatsApp. I meant to have said hello to all the new Patreon peeps, and there's new Patreon peeps as well. I am so sorry. I forget everything. I need to write myself like a cheat sheet, don't I, of how to do this. It's like it's only been 3 years I've been doing these for. So Stephanie, Rachel, Karen Wardell, Casey, Vicky Colquitt, Joanna O'Dowd, Sarah, Rebecca Arias, Donna Craven, Claire, Susan Hall, Katie Mills, Teresa Wagner, EHB 2011, Shirley Mount, Yvonne Norris, and Ruth Ann have all joined the Patreon peeps. Thank you very, very much. It is very much appreciated. I have actually filmed a Patreon exclusive waffle. I've got 2 days worth of footage, but I haven't edited it yet. So I'm going to do that this evening and get that up for you guys. But I did put up early access for the 2 proper videos that went up this week. Did they go through, Faye? No, they did not. I have to send them on WhatsApp. Have I got you as a conversation on WhatsApp? Yes, I have. There you are. Hello. But yeah, so for anyone who is in the Patreon Peeps, no, I want to do. Why? There we go. Okay, try again. Yeah, anyone who has joined the Patreon Peeps, you guys get all the behind the scenes waffles from the weeks and all the dating disasters. But I kind of think the dating disasters might be over now. So yeah, I mean, if I start telling you dating disaster stories now. Yeah, he pulled an unhappy face. So Daisy says, oh, we're talking booze. Is Hugo a thing in the UK? Aldi has 2 amazing flavours currently here in the Netherlands, and I can highly recommend. What is Hugo? No idea. Like, lost on that one. And then it says, how many cheat sheets is too many? I clearly just need one for how to run a hangout, because I keep forgetting the one thing that I'm meant to do. But like I said last time, there is another person that's added themselves to the Patreon Peeps as well. Let me just, without hanging up on you guys, because Paula Head has also joined the Patreon Peeps. So thank you, Paula. Very much appreciated. So I managed to do that without like hanging up on you lot, which is good. And the back, yet everything's plugged in. The amount of times that it's died because I forgot to plug it in, or I've knocked the cable out or something like that. There was one that was amazing. We had nearly 200 people, and Mum turned the internet off because it wasn't working for her. And it was like one of the most successful hangouts we'd ever had, like the most people, and it was going really well. And she was just like, and I messaged her, and she was like, oh, whoops, mother. Oh, yes. Yeah. But no, Hugo's a new thing for me. The Hey Meadow says, don't bother with a cheat sheet. It doesn't help me. Just wander from whatever pops into my head at the time. It makes editing amusing though. Just beat you, Sean. I mean, yeah, to be fair, you guys know exactly what you signed up for. So David Arove says, love a waffle. Good at it myself. Yes. Elena says, let's hope that they're done, but we still need that book. Let's hope that they're done, but we still need that book. Oh, yes. Yes, the dating disaster book. Yes. From all those years ago in London, as well as the past experiences of the last year and a half. I mean, you have to giggle some of them, like, seriously. The ghostings are the funniest ones. It's like, I don't get it. Like, why agree to meet somebody and specifically ask for a date and set a date and then just disappear off the face of the planet? I did give you the opportunity to, like, I was like, you're not going to ghost me, are you? You will actually be there. Like, don't make me get on a ferry and cross water and you're not there. And he was, so, you know, that was good. Oh, Faye says she approves. Yeah. Sorry, you don't feel objectified at all, do you? So, Nimoy says, time for lunch over here. I'll be back later. Have fun. Thank you, Nimoy. It's nice to see you, my lovely. I probably won't be here later. Like I said, I've got to cook dinner, but if you want to catch up on the rest of the waffle, there will be a little bit more. Jessica says, one benefit to doing the Patreon Peeps later is the live is that they have more time to join in the live before you say their names. This is true, because like, in my head, the reason I wanted to do it right at the beginning is because that way it's easy for people to see. It's right at the beginning of it. But also, the people that are going to join Patreon are going to be the people that are going to want to watch the lives, either live or as a repeat. So I kind of think that they're going to see their names anyway, kind of thing. So yeah. Shanae says, hi, Sean, happy Sunday. Your cardigan is amazing. Please ask your mum what pattern that's from. It is the MIU, so M-I-U, no, M-I-Y-U from Kim Hargreaves. And if you put it into Ravelry, it'll tell you which book it's from, because I can't remember the name of the book. And you do have to buy the whole book to get the one pattern, but highly worth it. Faye says, I have very, very high standards, so that is high praise. You've made him smile. Beef Crumble is here. Hello. Hi. That is an awesome username. Is there a reason behind the Beef Crumble? Kind of making me think like that could be quite nice actually. Like cottage pie, but with like crispy breadcrumbs on top of the mash to make it crumbly. Except that I can't eat breadcrumbs or mashed potato, but still delicious. Elena says, we love current happy Sean, so anyone who is making you this happy is totally worth it. Yeah, last week we were talking about something. Oh, I think the week before you texted me during one of them, and they were all like, I was like, oh, you know, it's him texting, and then they were like, anyone that makes you smile like that, we approve of. So yeah. Michelle says, good morning all, got the flu today, so feeling a little rusty. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well. Sean, how's the sojo coming along? Well, I apparently have got my cutting out sojo back because I have 5 projects here, so 4 dresses and a shirt. I've got the Eve dress underneath, which is what I'm going to work on tomorrow, so I probably ought to try and like fish that out. I did want to see actually if this is in my colours, because I think it is. But I did think it was. I think I did good when I was picking this. I think I did good. Right. So there's the. Where's the greens? There's the greens. Maybe the greens are a little too. Oh no! Oh, I think I did good. You know, you guys. It's not that one I want, is it? It's this one. So I think I did good. They look pretty. I mean, not that I would stop it because it's a V-neck dress, isn't it? So yeah, but yeah. Yes. So not that you'd have to come and sit down with us every week, but like a background buttons might be a bit of a feature for the next few weeks, because yeah, he keeps wanting to come back. But apparently it's because I feed you so well. Yeah. Bribing him with food. But yeah, they might be for the next few weeks. We'll still be doing hangouts, but they might not be like the lengthy ones. But you know, last week was only an hour and a bit, wasn't it? Because my stupid jaw started being stupid again. No, I don't want to do that. I want to put that up there, and I need to get the Eve dress pattern out. Need to start working on the corset as well, don't I? Let's get these done first and then work on the corset. Yeah, let's do it that way. Elena says, oh yeah, read that one, sorry, and that one. Beef Crumble says, you answered my question. A dish that should be but isn't really. Crumble, typically a sweet thing, right? Yeah. I like where your brain has gone with that. I like it. But welcome. Hello. Because I don't recognize the name. So is this your first time to a hangout? Joker Claire says, so use pureed cauliflower and crispified broccoli bits and bacon bits, because bacon instead of the breadcrumbs and mashed taters. Yeah, no, totally. That sounds really, really good. When during the retreat, Joanne, who was doing all the cooking, we had lasagna and fish pie one night on the quiz night. And she made Mum, Dad and I, because Dad was going to be quizmaster, except he had the flu, bless him. She made us a lasagna, but she used leek sheets instead of pasta in it. think it was so good. But yeah, there's a bunch of different like things that you can do, like Joker Quest says. So pureed cauliflower is delicious. Mum and Dad have been really getting into roasted and mashed celeriac. I'm not a big fan of that one. No, and I've actually bought potatoes to make buttons, some roast potatoes, although I did make the mistake of bigging up my own roast potatoes, and now I've got to live up to the hype, and I haven't made them since the birthday meals that I did last year. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be totally fine. Let's see. Dave on a Rave says, totally epic pack of cards there. Love it. Yes. Caroline says, Joker Class, I was just thinking the same thing. I love cauliflower. Totally aced it, said Dave on a Rave. About the colours? Yes. Elena says, and making everyone extra hungry. Sorry. The Haymeadow says, what did Button say when you first told him about the Peeps? It took a while for me to tell you about the YouTube channel, didn't it? Yeah. Because your first response was immediately like, is it bad that I want to Google you? It's like, no, don't watch me. Like, meet me first. Because I'm slightly less crazy than I come across online. Slightly. Oh, yeah. Dave and Rave says, love a good roast. So Felicia's here. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. Very well, thank you. How are you? There are 96 of us at the moment and only 48 likes. Please do like the stream. That would be very much appreciated. Have you guys, sorry, like my brain is total tangent at the moment. Have you seen that they're doing the So Fruity challenge? I can't remember who's running it, but somebody is doing the So Fruity challenge next month in June. Mum's out, Dad's at home. Please, Dad, answer the phone so that we're not reading some poor person's number out on the internet. Elena says, are you sure? I mean, about some things, yes, but am I being dim? David and Rave says, liked. Oh, thank you. Michelle says, wait, what I miss? Whose buttons? Am I slow today? Sorry. There's a boy in the sewing room. Have you not? Yeah, is that not? There's a boy. It's over there. Yes. Lollapalooza says, morning all. Good morning. Anyway, So Fruity Challenge. The So Fruity Challenge is happening next month, and I'm already planning what I want to do with it because, of course, I am. I want to use my Dolce & Gabbana pineapple fabric, which is amazing, but and this makes me question like whether they knew what they were doing, because I've got a few Dolce & Gabbana fabrics with pineapples on them. Pineapples are also like the kind of like nod, wink, wink, nudge, nudge way of saying, hi, I'm a swinger in circles without being like, hi, I'm a swinger. And I had no idea about that when I bought all this pineapple fabric. And now I have this pineapple fabric and I'm really like, do I wear this out in public? And I found this out because Simply Nail Logical bought her boyfriend Ben, or her partner Ben, a pineapple shirt, and he wore it on one of their streams, and everyone was like, oh my god, are you guys secret swingers? And it was just like, what? And yeah, so apparently pineapple fabric is a way of like indicating to other people in the community that you're a swinger. Oh, I really want to make the dress, but then I need to be careful about where I wear the dress. I do have other fruity fabrics, as you guys know, and I'm possibly going to make the strawberry fabric dress up instead, but this did make me giggle. And it also really made me giggle that that Christine did an entire short about it as well. She was like, I knew nothing about this. So yeah. Elena says, less extra in real life. I don't know, you haven't watched any of my YouTube videos now, have you, at all? This is the first time you've seen me on. Am I worse in real life? Yeah, I'm worse in real life. So Felicia says, anyone else in shock of how fast this year is going? Had a housewarming party to go to on the 21st of May, and somehow I thought that was next week. Yeah. It has gone very quickly. Michelle says, squee, hello to a real life boy. Boy. He's a toy boy. I am cradle snatching again. He's only 7 years younger than me. So Felicia says, pineapples are the sign of wealth originally. Yes, because they used to be something that only the very wealthy could afford, and then grow them in like succession houses and stuff as well. Joker says, yeah, tell me about it. Lol, we still got oats, rye and millet to plant, several miles of fence to fix build, and since McHughes decided to be silly and move into the wrong pasture, I have to either build or work up a new garden or build a fence around the old one. The Hay Meadow says, I had no idea about that either when I bought some pineapple jersey, and my bestie says, is there something you need to tell me? Yeah, no, I had no clue. I had no clue. Conchetta says, wait, what? I had no idea about pineapples. I think apparently it's specifically upside down pineapples. But yeah, and it does make me wonder if D&G knew about this when they were designing those fabrics. Because I can imagine that they'd be like, this is hilarious. Olivia says, good morning from Iowa. Good morning. Jacob says, or build more raised gardens than I was initially planning on making. Elena says, internet takes too many assumptions, and that's not your only pineapple dress fabric. No, I've got silk. I have got quite a lot of pineapple fabric up there. I did think it would be quite funny to do a whole video of like, let's make up all my pineapple fabric into dresses and tops, and just see what the comments are like, because that kind of tickles me and amuses me. I've got an eyelash that's misbehaving. Oh, it's misbehaving. There you go. That's better. That's better. Faye says, apparently broccoli is supposed to be an indicator that you're a lesbian, and in times past women would wear a broccoli branch. Oh, really? Interesting, because I know about wearing a leek to like indicate that you're Welsh. Broccoli for lesbians. I did not know that. Interesting. Elena says 7 years and 7 days younger. Yes. Sal says, Sean is just talking to the mannequin because it finally moved. He's actually left. He's gone to the bathroom. So yeah, we can talk about him now. Caroline says, tell him to wave when he goes past on his way to work next week if he's still in Guildford. Oh, I will do, because he is. Gig Racer says, pineapples? Oh my, I had no idea about the other meaning except for wealth back when they were very rare and super expensive to grow. I know. Olivia says, I recently heard about the secret meaning about pineapples. I have a binder that I keep my Bible study notes in. No, not a swinger. I know. It's kind of like, it's been this in secret for the longest time. I think it wasn't something like pampas grass in the front garden before the internet became a thing was like an indicator as well. I don't know if that's an urban legend or not though. But yeah, no, pineapples is a real thing. And like I say, it was Christine from Simply Now Logical that was just like, because everyone was asking Ben if you like the swingers. Like, oh, okay. Hey Meadow says, it's totally ruined the t-shirt dress for me. I only wear it to do housework now. Oh no. You kind of need a badge that's like, nope. Wear your dress with your badge, like, nope. Michelle says, I fully endorse the younger man. My hubby is 8 years younger than me. You're only as old as the man you feel. I'll have to say that again when he comes back. If he comes back, he might have run for the hills now. Ashley says, hello, everyone. Hello. Elena says, that's an awesome idea. Ashley says, hi, everyone. Oh, sorry. You've hit it twice. Sarah says, using the swinger fabric to make a retro swing dress, the wonderful irony. It would be a giant skirted dress. Because this fabric is it's a viscose, but it's super lightweight. Like it's really, really lightweight. And I've got 6 meters of it because it's actually, there's a bit in the middle that's stitched together. so it's see-through. So I was thinking something kind of like a chemise à la reine, so like with a ruffle around the top, possibly sleeves, maybe not. Sort of a semi-fitted bodice with like a drawstring and then tiered and gathered skirt with this. That's what I was thinking with this one. And then I've got some silk, which I bought enough to do the 6563 t-shirt, although I might do the 9006 instead because I do really like that one. But I've got a whole thing of fruity fabric here as well. These have all got oranges and lemons on them, haven't they? So yeah. But no, the pineapple thing did tickle me. It did tickle me. I thought that was amusing because apparently I'm a child. So yes. Sarah says using this. Gig Racer says so. A broccoli and pineapple shirt would send quite the message. In certain circles, it would, wouldn't it? I've got some silk fabric called Square Roots. I don't know what it's. I think it's Swedes and carrots. Where's my Square Roots? There it is. Oh, it's right on the top as well. That's handy. I really want to make a shirt out of this. Oh, parsnips, beetroot, carrots. It was like a math joke. It just amused me. Maybe I need to make a dress out of this. Because a shirt would be awesome, but a dress would be pretty cool as well. But no, there's no broccoli on there. Because broccoli isn't a root, is it? Of course there isn't broccoli on there. God, it took me a little longer than it should have to get to that conclusion, didn't it? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Conchetta says, now I'm wondering if there's any other fruit I don't know about. Do I dare Google it? I'm afraid of what might come up. I just think, no, yeah. The internet is not a, the internet is not a place to experiment with those kind of Google searches, is it? Sal says, pineapple is my gaming clan, a safe word and general affectionate insult, lol. Elena says, totally off topic. Have you seen Hasriel's new video? Is that the one where she's making the Barbie car handbag? I haven't watched it yet because Buttons has been here, but it's on my to-watch list. Asley says, ooh, juicy subject. Caroline says, that would look incredible. Michelle says, love the fabric. I care less what people think it means. I'd rock the pineapples. Oh, no, I'm totally going to make and wear these out. I just think it's going to be hilarious. I will report back if anybody ever asks and comes and asks if I'm a swinger. I think if I made Buttons something that had pineapples on it at the same time, then, yeah. So I took Big Bird to Soul Trader for lunch when we went to Newport the other day when she was here. And downstairs it's like a clothing shop, men's clothing mostly. They do have women's in there as well. And they do like O'Neill, Rocket Dog, Billabong, things like that. And James does Loud Shirt Fridays with his boss. And one of the shirts in there was pineapples. And Nia was like, oh, that'd be really good for James. And I was like, did you not know about the pineapple? So I told her as well. She hadn't heard that before either. So it's really amused me. As you can probably tell, I'm being very puerile about it, but it did make me giggle. So yeah. Let's see. Lala Palooza says, yes, Elena, her Barbie car purse was amazing. Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. Gig Racer says there's an Australian slang being a pineapple, which is basically saying a situation is about as uncomfortable as having a pineapple shop where the sun doesn't shine. Nice. Elena says, Gig Racer, don't give fabric printers any ideas. Gig Racer says, usually in reference to being screwed over by someone or a situation, and Gig Racer's laughing at Elena. Joker Glass says, yes, learning new fruit slang is always fun, lol. James says, wow, love the veg fabric, isn't it awesome? Lollapalooza says, Elena says to Lollapalooza, all that sparkles and the most epic reveal. Peta says, that reveal, including the cat. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to. The kitty, I love the fact that Cat's just adopted her as well, though. Hey Meadow says building in gig racer comment, or when you know you've stuffed up something, you refer to assuming the position in readiness of said pineapple. And gig racers laughing at the Hey Meadow. What we end up talking about on these hangouts. So Buttons had come back and he's disappeared again. I wonder if my dad's put him to work. That's the only trouble with coming on the weekends. Yeah, but there you go. Don't know where he's gone. But yeah, I'm really excited about these dresses. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to sew them. I think the video is going to be quite interesting as well, because it will kind of tie in nicely with my sewing patterns are expensive. Let's make them work harder for us, because I did that with the 5 pieces from one pattern previously. And so he's running up and down the garden. Is he like, is my dad put him to work? I think Dad has put him to work. Oh dear. Yes, sorry. The 4 different skirts to be put onto one bodice, and it obviously it's not going to be the Grace bodice for everybody else. But if you have like a favorite bodice, putting a different skirt on it, different varieties is going to make that bodice work even harder for you. So yeah. Faye says, knowing your dad, yes, I can see that Dad's out there making him do stuff. Like, oh, Father, don't put him off. Oh, God. Geek Racer says, clearly he left before the chat got juicy. He did, yes. Ashley says, ooh, love the rose dress in the video, by the way. You looked amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm actually, having put that video out, like the 2 Star Trek dresses, they're not as bad on camera as I remember them being. I will never wear either of them because of the fabrics. But yeah, I'm going to be really excited to try it with the Ponte. I think the Ponte might be the one that works for me. I think he's escaped. I think he's coming back. I think. But yeah, putting that video out, like having some break, like time between them as well, I think helped. So, did you get put to work? Yeah, it's the trouble. You get left unattended with my father, you will get put to work. So Caroline says you have to wave at her if you're working in Guildford when you go past, because she lives in Guildford. And Michelle said that you're only as young as the man you feel, so a younger man's always a better thing. And then we've been talking about the fact that pineapples mean swingers, and then we've just, that conversation's degenerated from there.
It's degenerated.
Yes. Well, at one point, Gig Racer was saying that there's an Australian slang, being a pineappled, which is basically saying a situation about as uncomfortable as having a pineapple shoved where the sun doesn't shine. And then Haymeadow says, building on what you've just said, you know, you've stuffed something up if someone's like, assume the position in readiness for said pineapple. Oh dear. And then I said that it looked like Dad had put you to work, and Faye's like, knowing your dad, yes, you were right. He had been put to work. Sal says, Ice Age 3 character Buck said that he woke up one morning married to a pineapple, an ugly pineapple, but he loved her. Lol. Catherine says, hello all, just back from church. Hello. Joker Class says, hey, that's a good test of a man's dedication to a lady. Lol, if he's willing to help out the family, he's likely going to be a keeper. Oh, he's done in his head. Olivia says, totally off topic. Today, my granddaughter graduates from high school. It's been a long week of cooking and errands from her and her friends. As someone with several chronic illnesses, I'm excited. Oh, yay, Olivia. I'm also very tired. Yes, I can imagine. Asley says, agreed, but that's too many pieces. Dress would be amazing in another fabric. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Michelle says, it's also high class and properness in the sewing room. Olivia says, good morning to Cinderfella. That would be you. Yeah, Jojo wants to re-nickname him Prince Charming. PC for short. Kind of works. Hey Meadow says the conversation will normally deteriorate with too many Aussies in the chat. Even 2 of us seems enough. Yeah, and don't forget I'm a quarter Aussie as well, so like you're bringing it out in me. My Aussie is showing. Elena says I have a pineapple. It's a houseplant. Don't put it in your window. Sorry. Rachel then says, good morning all. Good morning. Christine says, bonjour, Shan and Peeps. And Buttons? Yes, Buttons is here. Hey, Meadow says, and the pineapple is inserted backwards, by the way. Stop lowering the tone. Asley's laughing at Elena. Carol says, heading out to finish the weekend food shop. Didn't do all yesterday to go fabric shopping. You would understand. Yes, totally. Fabric shopping takes precedent over food shopping, obviously. I mean, yeah. So enjoy. Gig Racer says, same, Elena. My husband is currently growing 3 of them. Should I be worried? Only if he starts putting them in the window and starts saying, well. Elena says, if Sean will allow, can post in the Peeps group after the stream. Yes, please. But anyone who's not been to the stream is going to be like, why is everyone posting pictures of pineapples? Totally lowered the tone. Michelle says, wait, I have 2 pineapples growing in my front yard. Oh boy, I best get a brand new reputation with the neighbours. I'm so sorry I've ruined pineapples for everyone, haven't I? Joker Claire says, it'll be fine as long as it's not upside down. Lol. Yes, because that is the distinguishing feature, the upside downness of the pineapple. Gig Race is laughing. Rotten Ralph says, good morning, Peeps. Good morning. Joker Claire says, of course, that now makes me question the entirety of SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, he lives in a pineapple under the sea, doesn't he? We're just like literally ruining everything for everyone now. Olivia says, oh gosh, don't put that pineapple plant in the window. Yeah. Nimue says, you're still here, yay. I guess I'll have to rewatch later to get the pineapple humour. Ron Ralph says, have I missed something significant? I have a pineapple in my backyard. I'm so sorry. This really tickled me. It's all Christine's fault. It's all Christine's fault. Oh dear. Elena says, Rotten Ralph, hello, my friend. And Rotten Ralph says, Nimue, you and me both. Gig Racer says, you are ruining my makeup right before I go to work. Catherine says, how about 18th century thing of renting pineapple to show off with?
Makes me think of the movie Pineapple Express. Is that a whole other meaning?
I haven't seen that movie.
No, just the title.
Oh. Oh dear. Sorry. Rotten Ralph says hi to Elena. Elena says, and mine is in the window. Caroline laughed. I laughed so hard. Sad Anna's working up. Woke the dog up. Kim's just got pineapple emojis. Hey Meadow says, this is fabulous, and giggling. Jojo says, I just bought a linen shirt from the charity shop. It's covered in pineapples, knocking about in all directions. Heaven only knows what this is about me. Ralph says, because pineapple is expensive, right? Yes. That's one of the meanings of pineapples. And for those of you who went away and have missed the pineapple humour, sorry. So Simply Nailogical, you guys must watch Simply Nailogical if you don't, because she's hilarious. But she bought her boyfriend a shirt which had pineapples all over it in lots of different orientations. And then the majority, they were doing a live stream together, and a lot of people in the comments were like, you do realise that the pineapple is the sign of like a nod, a nudge, wink, wink way of saying, hello, I'm a swinger. So that other people in the community know as well. It's specifically an upside down pineapple, but yeah. And so now I've got pineapple fabric back here. I've got like at least 3 fabrics with pineapples on it, and it's now degenerated into me just giggling like a child because of my puerile sense of humour. So that's what you've missed. Elena says, Sean, check IKEA collection from a couple of years ago. It's so full of pineapples. Joker Kless says, I'm literally shaking from laughter in a vainglorious attempt to keep from waking up the entire household at 6:30 a.m. Ralph says, oh my goodness. Caroline says, and we're loving it. Yes. I'm totally, because I think I've got the silk at the bottom there, and then this one. Oh, do I only have 2 with pineapples? I'm totally making a pineapple collection, and one of them suggested that I make a swing style dress out of the pineapple fabric, so it's a swinger dress, which made me giggle. Oh, Anna's here. Hiya, and Peeps. Hello. Reiki says, I work in a hospital for criminal and sexual offenders. Last year we got given a pineapple plant and we all put it in our windows, and so they were so heavy, so upside down. I'm such a child, I'm sorry. Oh dear. Rock Ralph says, I've been reading children's books for adults with EDB swing set. Oh, Emily D. Baker. The Hay Meadow says hi to Anna. Michelle says, search his internet for pineapple fabric because now I need something to wear with pineapples because this is going to make me giggle. And if anyone comes up to you and starts chatting away, you'll just be like, I know and no, stop it. Key Gracer says to Rotten Ralph, they are hilarious. And Rotten Ralph is laughing so hard. Anna says to Hey Meadow, hiya, how are you? Oh, good grief. Guys, we've been going for an hour and a quarter, and I do need to do a bunch of cooking so that we can eat dinner at 4 o'clock-ish today. So I'm going to call it a day. But on that note, please start posting all of your pineapple-related photos to the Peeps group because it's going to make me giggle. Oh, dear. Okay. And then Rotten Ralph says, Good Gracer, I sent one to my best friend, no context, and says, oh my gosh, I have some pineapple fabric. And Hey Meadow says, I'm great, thank you to Anna. Hope you're well, missing you all. And Lena says to Rotten Ralph, if you watched Rob's Friday stream, Ian's misbehaving is so on point for today, and EDB books are totally different levels. Oh, I haven't watched any of Emily D. Baker's stuff for ages. I need to catch up on it. Michelle says, hope Buttons joins us again. He will be if he comes next weekend. We might be going away next weekend. We haven't decided yet. But if we do, there will be fabric shopping, and I will be sure to take you guys along. Well, film and do that for next weekend. Sal says, I put pineapple Ice Age clip on for the Peeps group. Thank you. Caroline says, we will all go away smiling. Have a fab week. Faye says, is pineapple your safe word? Stop it. Pat and Patches. Anna says, I have 2 real pineapples in the kitchen and lots of fabric. Ashley's laughing. Rotten Ralph says, Elena, I didn't. Gig Racer says, I'm pretty sure Victorious has some Star Wars inspired print. Also included pineapples. Might have to find it and make a shirt for hubby. Hey, Meadow says, I think everyone attending next year's workshops needs to revive in pineapple fabric makes. Stop it. Olivia says, enjoy your day. Elena says, books are in the member space for EDB. Ah, okay, thank you. Anna says to Hey Meadow, dealing with loss at the moment. Oh, Anna, I'm so sorry. Jojo says, Tatty bye all. Lovely to meet you, PC. Ha ha. I'm going to end up with a million nicknames, so I'm not going to be able to keep track. Rotten Ralph says, EDB members' streams are a hoot. Oh, I'm going to have to. I don't have enough time to join. I want to, though, because she's so funny. Gig Racer says to Rotten Ralph, it was glorious. Conchetta says, have a wonderful week. Rotten Ralph says, ta-ta for now. Joker Class says, I shall try and make you a batch of pineapple shine if I get the steel built. And I'll even try and put a pineapple-shaped bottle together for you, too. Stop it. Nimoy says, the issue with all these insider signs is that your XYZ is all clueless innocence and just wear them because they're pretty or fun. I wonder if the message wonder what messages I've been inadvertently sent over the years. Yes. And then she says, have a lovely week, everyone. Yes. Thank you so much for coming in, hanging out with us. It's been very much fun. Sorry there was no sewing and just pineapple talk, but apparently that's amused most of us greatly. So, yes. I will, like I say, there will be a Friday video, hopefully a Saturday video. There will be a hangout on the Sunday. unless we go away, but we're not sure if we're doing that yet. So maybe. I will keep you posted, and there will be some outfit of the day shorts going up as well, because I'm going to try and do like a recap of what I've worn so far in May, although mind you it's the 20th, isn't it? So maybe I won't 21st. And it gets turned down to 14, not turned off. He's trying to be helpful. Thank you. Yes. So yeah, have a lovely week, everybody. I will see you at the weekend for another hangout, hopefully, and I'll see you at the weekend for proper videos of hopefully some really pretty finish makes. So I shall see you all then. Bye. Yeah. It won't end.